Welcome to Lingo Ladder. I'm Alex, a traveler from Montreal. I'm starting my journey across Canada, from east to west. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on this adventure. Early in the morning, I leave Toronto. The road ahead is long and full of surprises. My car is ready, and so am I. The first stop is Mississauga. This city is alive with culture and people. Celebration Square is busy, and the tall buildings shine in the sun. I walk through Square One Mall. It is one of the biggest shopping centers in Canada. Families shop, laugh, and carry colorful bags. Mississauga feels international. I hear many languages, including Arabic, Hindi, and Mandarin. It reminds me of the diversity back home in Montreal. I sit in a cafe near the square. The coffee is warm, and people are friendly. A student tells me about his studies at the local college. Next, I drive toward Hamilton. The highway is smooth, with green trees on both sides. The sky is clear and blue. Hamilton is known for waterfalls. I walk to Albion Falls. The water rushes down over rocks, and the sound is powerful. Families take photos near the falls. Children run around happily. The air feels fresh and cool. Hamilton also has an industrial side. Old factories stand near the waterfront. Smokestacks rise high into the sky. I stop at a local park. People are jogging, cycling, and walking dogs. The city feels active and full of energy. For lunch, I try a small diner. The menu has burgers, poutine, and sandwiches. The taste is simple but delicious. After Hamilton, I head west again. The road passes small towns and farms. The golden fields stretch far into the distance. I stop at a roadside market. Fresh fruit, vegetables, and homemade pies are for sale. The smell of baked apple pie fills the air. The sun begins to set. The sky turns orange and pink. I continue driving toward London, Ontario. In London, the Thames River flows calmly. People walk along the river paths. Ducks swim slowly on the water. I see Western University. The old buildings look beautiful and historic. Students carry backpacks and talk with friends. The city feels young and busy. Cafes and bookstores are everywhere. Music from street performers fills the downtown air. I walk through Covent Garden Market. Vendors sell cheese, fruit, and handmade crafts. The market is bright and lively. Outside, a guitarist plays a cheerful tune. Families stop to listen and clap. The music makes me smile. The next morning, I drive to Stratford. The town is famous for Shakespeare. Posters of Hamlet and Macbeth are everywhere. I walk near the Avon River. Swans glide across the water. Couples sit on benches, enjoying the view. The town feels creative and artistic. Painters show their work on the streets. Actors prepare for the evening plays. I stop in a bakery. The smell of bread and pastries is strong. I buy a croissant and a cup of tea. A woman tells me visitors come from all over. She says Stratford's festival is world famous. Her pride in the town is clear. I leave Stratford and continue south. The road is wide and calm. Farms cover the landscape in every direction. Fields of corn and soybeans wave in the wind. Farmers work under the bright sun. Their tractors move slowly across the fields. I stop for gas. The clerk asks where I am from. I tell him proudly, Montreal, in Quebec. He smiles and wishes me luck. He says Windsor will be exciting. His kindness makes me feel welcome. After a long drive, I arrive in Windsor. Across the river, the Detroit skyline shines. Skyscrapers rise into the sky. The Ambassador Bridge connects Canada and the US. Trucks cross it every minute. The movement never stops. I walk along Windsor's riverfront. Families enjoy picnics on the grass. Children ride bikes and play games. A violinist performs in the park. The soft sound fills the evening air. People clap and drop coins in his case. I take photos of Detroit across the river. Two cities so close, yet in different countries. The view is amazing. Windsor feels diverse and cultural. Restaurants serve food from many places. Italian, Lebanese, and Indian cafes line the streets. I try a diner for lunch. The waiter asks about my accent. I explain I'm from Montreal, and my first language is French. He laughs and says he loves Montreal. We talk about poutine and bagels. The conversation feels friendly and warm. Later, I visit a small art gallery. Paintings of the river and bridge hang on the walls. The colors are bright and full of life. Children draw with chalk on the sidewalk. Their pictures cover the pavement. Laughter fills the street. I walk through Jackson Park. Flowers bloom in many colors. The air smells fresh and sweet. At night, the casino glows with lights. The skyline reflects on the water. Windsor sparkles like a jewel. The next morning, I visit Lake Erie. The water stretches like an ocean. Waves crash gently on the shore. Fishermen sit quietly with their lines. Boats move slowly in the distance. Seagulls fly overhead. I buy ice cream at a shop. The flavor is sweet and cold. I eat it while watching the sunset. The sky turns pink and purple. Families sit on the beach. Everyone claps as the sun disappears. Driving again, I pass through Chatham. The small town is calm and quiet. People greet each other on the streets. Leamington is next. It is famous for tomatoes. Greenhouses stretch across the land. I try tomato soup at a cafe. The taste is fresh and rich. It warms me on my journey. I meet a local family. They ask about Quebec. I tell them stories of Montreal's festivals and food. They recommend I visit the beaches nearby. They say the sand is soft and the water clear. I thank them for their advice. That evening, I return to Windsor. I hear jazz music from a bar. The notes float into the night air. The streets glow with light. Couples walk hand in hand. The city feels alive and romantic. The next day, I visit Amherstburg. Fort Malden stands strong by the river. Cannons and old walls remind me of history. I walk inside the fort. Soldiers in costumes show visitors around. Children play on the grassy fields. Later, I drive to Point Pelee. It is the southern tip of Canada. Birds fly in large groups across the sky. I stand on the boardwalk. Wetlands stretch as far as I can see. The air is full of bird songs. The region feels rich with life. Every stop has taught me something new. Southern Ontario is full of surprises. As I end this episode, I remind you to like and subscribe. Your support means a lot to me. Together, we can continue this adventure. Tomorrow, I will travel west again. The road will take me to new cities. I feel ready for what comes next. That night in Windsor, I look across the river one last time. The lights of Detroit shine brightly. I know this journey has just begun. Thank you for joining me on episode 3. Get ready for episode 4, where I will explore more of Canada. See you soon on Lingo Ladder.